Right then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Galactic Civilisations 3 Intrigue Edition. I haven't really played much of this, so we're certainly going to have an interesting time. Fortunately for me, Schism Navigator, hey Schism.
Hi.
Is joining me, and he's going to give me some pointers as to, well, probably where I'm going wrong. Yes, there is a little bit of a YouTube delay, folks. I apologise for that. I don't really know what I could do about it. But there's always Twitch, so if you want to come over to Twitch for a faster experience, you're welcome to do so. Just a quick hello to a couple of people. Hi Viking, hello Draconian, hey Felk. Who else have we got? Mind Cozy, I like that name. Sanis, hey. Who else we got? Oh hey Schism, you're in the chat as well, I see.
Oh hi, yeah.
Oh hey. Have we got anybody else up there? No, I think that's everybody who's spoken so far. I don't know if I said Draconian, but I have now. We are going to be having what I suppose we would call a first look at Intrigue. I haven't really played a lot of Galciv 3 to start with, but very kindly, Stardock has decided to let me have a look at the Intrigue package, and has very kindly purchased it for me, so I'm going to have a go through it. Schism is going to give me some pointers, and hopefully we're going to have a good time. I expect so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to promise you that you're going to win.
I probably won't win, but you know me, I enjoy myself just as much losing as I do winning. So, now I had a very quick look earlier in the game. Hey Jerome, how you doing, my man? And hello Andrew. Hi everyone. Lag. There's always a bit of lag, isn't there? But yeah, so I had a look around, had a look at the stock races, and I made myself a race. And they are called the Naughty Men. Their description is Naughty Men with big guns. And they're quite a productive race. They've got a little bit of economical skill, but they're also brutal, militant, horrific bastards. They're slavers and conquerors. Their leader's called Gul Damar, and their homeworld is called Cardassia Secundus. So there we go, that's what we've got. And we know they're naughty men because they've got pipes coming out the top of their heads.
Just like the Harkonnen.
Well, it's just the way it is, you know. Anybody who's got pipes coming out the top of their noggins, they're probably a naughty man, aren't they? No, you don't reckon so?
I mean, it seems you might be confusing naughty men with people who just need pipes, like.
just require pipes. They are necessary.
Yes.
Lorendal says he loves these games. Good man. Maybe you can give me some tips, Lorendal, so I'm glad to have you here. Joe4Play would like to know what this is. It's Galactic Civilisations 3 Intrigue expansion. Galciv 3's been around for a while now, about 3 years?
Yeah, I believe we first released in 2015, I think it was. But we've had like... essentially, we've had 3 expansions and some kind of DLC. This is the last, like, we did a huge expansion called Crusade. And this is the latest expansion, which is Intrigue, and it focuses on politics and governments.
Politics and governments, of which I've probably done myself no favours by choosing this race with this particular skill set, but there we are.
There are evil governments, there are empires, there are conquerors.
There certainly are. I would probably suggest that Galciv is one of the more challenging games in this particular genre. I think you do get plenty of time to think about things, but it is more potentially challenging than it might be. The galaxy type, I think we're just going to go with pretty standard. We'll go with a medium galaxy size, or I think. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Scattered is fine. In fact, should we just go for random? Yeah, we'll go for random, see what happens. When it comes to the type of galaxy.
Alright, yeah, play it dangerous.
Hang on, what's bad?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Alright, random it is. Galaxy options, we're just going to leave everything as stock. So star frequencies...
Personally, I would.
You're going to disagree with me again, aren't you?
I would recommend maybe adding the habitable planets up a little bit. Maybe the planet frequency up a little bit as well.
Oh, they're already uncommon.
That's not as common as you might think.
Common ain't common.
No. It's not common ain't what it used to be.
Common ain't what it used to be. Oh
It
dear.
just gives you more options because the AI, even on easy, the AI will try to snipe you pretty quickly. Like
There we go.
Oh, that planet.
We'll go for abundant resource frequency as well then.
Ooh.
Yeah? Yeah?
It's
Yeah?
fine, it's fine. That'll be like unique resources which you can then get mining bases for and be able to build like highly advanced weapons and stuff.
I like the idea of that. That sounds like my kind of thing. Victory conditions. Conquest, influence, research, ascension, alliance. Turn limit I'm going to turn off. I think I might leave the other ones on.
They're all valid.
They are all valid, so yep, that'll do. We've got some game settings here as well, which I think we're going to go with a beginner. Yes, the AI have been set to beginner. That's exactly what I wanted. Minor civilizations. Should we pop a couple of those in there?
You can put some on.
Yeah.
They spice things a little bit because every once in a while, like a civilization would pop up and it'll be like a little, almost like a Commonwealth thing.
Good stuff. Well, that gives us the opportunity to potentially a little bit more of the old, the intriguey stuff. So we'll put a couple. We'll make them uncommon. Mega events can be rare. Research rate can be normal. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. And we'll choose our opponents.
I would maybe recommend putting the research rate up just so that you advance the game a little bit faster.
Good then. We'll go to fast. And we're just going to have everybody else as beginner randoms, and that's absolutely fine. Alright, I'm happy with that, so let's start the game and see what we end up with. The music is really nice, isn't it, Sanis? Boom.
Here we go.
Oh, Sanis, I haven't seen the new episode of The Expanse yet. I'm quite sad about that. I'll get round to it, I do promise I will. Because I can't wait to see that episode. Have you seen it yet, Schism? Don't give anything away if you have.
I have. I'm not giving it away. Yeah. On the note of the music, we actually do have the music for sale as well. It's actually 40 tracks by Jeff Knorr, Michael Curran, and Mason Fisher.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Tao. How you doing? And hello, Draconian. I think I've already said hello to you, but always important that I say hello again. Just on the off chance I've forgotten. Now, what you can usually do with your custom created races is, of course, you can give them kind of a BIOS if you choose to, so you can talk about their strengths and weaknesses, and you can talk about their, I suppose, their lineage, their history. I haven't bothered doing that in this particular instance, but you can do if you choose to. So that's just like a little standard, hey, you should have done this. And here we are at Cardassia Secundus.
Oh boy. One of the first things you might want to think about, because many forest games, like you can do like one or two things at the first turn, but in Galactic 3 you have a bunch of actual money from the start. So if you choose to, you can rush your first building right away, but then you don't have that money later on.
Nice. Well, let's pop into our planet for a moment. So this is the other planet we have, and we've only got X amount of usable landmass on this one, which I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 16 slots on thereabouts. No, it's not.
You can unlock more through tech.
Ooh.
Turtle planets, you get more space.
But we could build things in these slots, could we?
Yep.
All right, let's run through that.
Yep, you'll find there's some like new resources and tiles which have bonuses, which if you build certain structures on, they gain better bonuses. There's also adjacency stuff, so like certain buildings next to each other, they'll boost each other and make them stronger.
Okay, we can also upgrade things, as you can see.
Yeah. First thing, though, I'd probably recommend you build is a shipyard, because that you need to build ships.
I imagine that's going to be in space, is it? Or is it going to be on the planet?
Yeah, no, that spawns in space.
Spawns in space. So, how would I go about doing that, then?
It's there in the list. You just queue it up. You can rush it if you want to, or wait 4 turns.
I can manage things. Sorry. I'm finding new buttons.
Sorry? Oh, there's lots of buttons.
Oh, okay, we've got some nice, some governing as well. We also have our little survey ship here. And we can send him out to different places. There's Thulium here. Unusual ability to vary its density, making it incredibly valuable for kinetic weapons. There's an artifact over there that I can see. We've got Durantium over here, and some space junks over there. Does space junks serve any particular purpose?
Yes, if you have a survey ship, you can take a look at them, and they can spawn like different events and small bonuses. Sometimes you get a free ship. Sometimes it takes a survey ship across the entire galaxy.
And of course, we've got the potential to research. Okay, so now I need to build shipyards. I cannot remember for the life of me where the button is to build shipyards.
It's on your planet. It's one of the structures, but it spawns in space though. So you can't choose where it spawns exactly, but it'll be right next to your planet. There's two basic types of space structures: shipyards and star bases. Star bases you have to deploy from a constructor, and you can customize them and choose what they do.
Here we go. I'm just struggling to get into the build queue because it doesn't seem to want me to do so. It's not having it. There we go.
Really?
No, it's just me. I've gone mad. There we go. Let's get that shipyard on the go. And I think we'll move this survey guy over to perhaps the artifact to have a look at it.
If you want, this is a moment where you could select that shipyard in the queue and rush it with money. But it's up to you whether to do that or not.
So we highlight it here and go rush. May as well. Yep. Can't hurt. It's been rushed. And here it is. So now, in order to build things, we can just go quick build, I presume, and choose any of these fine fellows here. We've got bombers, constructors, explorers, and scouts at the moment. I think a couple of explorers are probably going to be wise.
I would go to manage shipyard because this gives you a bigger view, and like you can then also see like what things can also possibly unlock and even create new ships.
Oh, okay.
And you also choose so yeah, click on the manage button when you click the shipyard.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also select, like, if you have multiple planets, so they contribute resources to it. You can also set up, of course, rally points, so that automatically ships from the spawn, they go to a planet or a star base or somewhere else.
I see. Can they join pre-existing fleets as well?
Yes.
Very nice indeed. That's always something that I think is really important to any game of this nature. Having things that don't auto-join fleets, it really clutters things up and makes you spend a load of time kind of managing things when you shouldn't really need to.
I do tend to just keep ships on like orbiting planets though, because you see them orbiting, but like you always want to have a few ships on planets so that they have some kind of defense, of course. Mm-hmm. But you might want to build maybe a explorer or scout, and then you may want to get around to, of course, colony ship, because you'll start to find something to colonize pretty soon.
That's not a bad idea. Well, let's queue up. In fact, should we just queue up a scout to begin with?
Sure. Scouts are faster and they can go out pretty far. Survey ships have the blue icon, the survey icon. That means they can analyze, like, space junk and stuff, so they can, probe stuff out.
We'll build an extra explorer afterwards. We'll go for a quick scout, then a colony ship, and then another explorer, because we've already got a survey ship. So the second explorer will serve as a second surveying vessel. There we go. And we better do something with the survey, the SSS survey.
Another pro tip. At this, well, do you have
pro tips A?
Wait. I don't think you can do this yet. You have to wait till you get government online, but then you can adjust your taxes. And it's a good idea early game to reduce taxes so that your population goes a little faster.
Mm.
And then up again, later game.
I don't think. Have we got a governator at the moment?
I don't think so. We have to wait till we get to a certain stage of the game. So different stuff will unlock as you go. Like once you unlock espionage, you can start to use espionage. Once you unlock the marketplace, you can like buy and sell stuff. And of course, there's also diplomats as well, and like sending people to make friends.
Okay. Now, one thing that we should probably do that I haven't done at the moment is maybe I should cancel that second explorer and stick in a constructor, because it's going to allow me to exploit these materials, isn't it? For example, this Durantium here. And mainly, also this thulium.
Yes.
Right. Is there an auto-explore function on the SSS survey that I might be able to use?
Yes, there is. Although I would recommend macroing it, because you want to go towards those little dots you see on the map when you zoomed out. Those are stars around you. So you want to, find like if there's any nice planets, nice resources in your immediate vicinity, so you can grab them before anyone else does.
There we go. We'll certainly take a look.
Left that so you can put them auto explore, auto survey. It's fine. Oh, there's one already.
Yeah, in fact, we'll tell him to move over there.
14. That's good.
That isn't bad. This one's 16, the one that I've got.
I would actually recommend rushing a colony ship out and get it there ASAP.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
That's a very nice planet.
Now, another thing that you can do within this menu, which is the shipbuilding menu, is you can move things around. So if I was, for example, building this constructor at the bottom of my queue, and I thought, oh, hang on, I need that sooner, you can just move it up to the top of your queue by clicking and dragging, which is always a nice way of doing things. But we can highlight this and we can rush our colony ship, which we've now done so. And I think it's going to turn up next turn, isn't it? Because it needs to pop out.
Yes, it should turn up next turn. It'll pop out and it'll ask you to take some people from your homeworld. So you don't need to populate it, but like take maybe 1 million, maybe 1.5 million, and then you can send them to colonize.
Oh, hey, Kiryu. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Alright, buddy. I'll talk to you later. And hey, Wraithwalker. Sorry, I just thought I'd better say hello to people. We should probably end our turn at this point, shouldn't we? There's not much more that we can do this turn. Oh, research. I think I may have just lost Schism. Oh no, he's still there.
Oh, I'm still there. I'm just waiting to see what you do.
Okay.
The first tech's pretty like straightforward. It's when after you get the first like tier of tech, things to get more complicated. Instead of specializations and stuff, you can switch to the tech tree and take a look like for yourself, like worth and start branching off. There's 4 basic categories of tech, of course.
Okay, what categories do we have?
Military tech, kind of government and development tech, and you have engineering kind of tech, and you have
Science, I presume.
Pure science, basically, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with the colony one to start with. We've got an idle colony as well. Apparently that's bad.
Yep, you're going to make sure you're always building something.
Okay.
So you select a tile and see what you can build on each tile. Again, tiles are different, native stats sometimes. So you might want to like think about that what you build. So because you're naughty men, you have actually work camps. And
I like that. let's build a couple of work camps. Yeah, very nice.
So work camps will be your engineering, your production, of course. So like that will go to your star base as well that you also ship it on. And of course the farm like that increases your overall food creation for the entire empire, so that's like pretty important to get some of it. So early game you'll be building lots of lots of colonies, and you will want them to grow at a fairly decent pace. Again, adjacency is also important. If they're next to each other, they get bonuses.
Yeah, you can see we've got little Brucey bonuses here. So these work camps make each other more efficient, it seems. Yep. Right, there we go. We've got our idle colony finished off, and we're just going to end the turn.
Right.
Oh, we've got to load the colony ship with an X amount of colonists. I think 2's fine, isn't it?
There's 2 million people. Or naughty men. Yep.
Too many?
No, I said there's 2 million. 2 million naughty men.
2 million naughty men?
No, it's 2. I can't remember if it's 2. I think it might be billion, though. That might be.
2 billion naughty men on that little ship?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright then. Somebody's going to be getting in a barroom brawl. Right.
But that's a nice class 14 world, you want that.
It is, yep. And it is on the way. Now, we were moving our survey ship over here to see what was going on with this star. Nothing too interesting at the moment. So perhaps we want to go to this one next. So we'll do that. We are building, of course, a constructor next. But there's nothing much more to do until we start kind of meeting people and things start happening. So let's carry on. Okay, the turn... Oh, hello. Down here we've got a pirate sniper. That's not at all a worry.
Ooh, yeah, so pirates do exist in the game. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, as long as you're not sending your colony ship anywhere that way. Oh, there's another...
Yeah, it's only cost 9 that. It's not too bad.
Yes, we should want to take it, pretty relatively soon, because if someone else gets it, then you got like your borders clashing in the same star system.
And yeah, you could certainly do without that. So let's queue up while we're here. Another colony ship. There it is. And we'll build that after the scout. We will let the other things build first. It's only fair. Right, the survey is there. You're going in the right direction. Now, can we pre-order it to colonize this world?
Yeah, you just like right click on the planet, and as soon as it gets there, it'll colonize it. But
there
you may want to manually do that as well, like each turn, so like it's definitely moving there in case someone might snipe it.
Good stuff. Let's just see if anybody. Oh God, Lauren Law says, "Ooh, 2 billion naughty men on something long and hard." Well, you know how it is. That's a surefire way to get the money, get the video demonetized. But there we are.
It's one of those Twitch channels.
It's a few months new PC and can run all I have in max settings. Nice. Let's end that turn. See what these pirate fellas are doing. They seem to have moved off, which I'm eternally pleased about. So what are we going to do with this fine fella? Let's move him in that direction. A third planet, which is also class 9, but it requires extreme colonization, which you don't have yet as a technology.
No. That'll be a little bit down the line.
Yeah, it's probably something that will lead off the colonial settlements one that I'm doing now, but not directly. Moving along. Let's just make sure that our planet is behaving itself and doing what I'm wanting it to. Yep, it's building its farms. The work camps actually build quite soon, so I might move them up the queue. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
You'll see that you have a little dialogue box there about citizens talking about if they like your planet or not, and you got to make sure they're happy or else they might rebel.
That's alright, I'll just send the troops in. They're pretty happy at the moment, 86% morale.
Yeah.
No problemo, chiefo, everyone's happy. If they weren't happy, they'd be in for a bad time. Okay.
The beaten shall not cease until morale improves.
Ooh. It's class 0 dead.
Yeah.
Shameful.
Also, you may see those asteroid fields. You don't need a star base to mine those, but once your influence is surrounded them, you can actually set up building like mines on them. Just select them and then click build mine, and that'll like boost the production of your closest planet.
Yeah, and that's a good way to look at things as well. Speaking of influence, this is my influence. The little flower around my planet. That is my influence, and that, as the game progresses, will get wider and wider. And of course, if I take another planet, it will hopefully get wider as well, and they'll meet somewhere in the middle. That's the intent. Looks like we've researched the thing that we wanted to research. Yes, choose new tech. What have we got that's come off that?
You can use tech, buildings, governments, and star bases to increase your influence, which could be very powerful.
Oh, it's very useful. Okay, so now we've got improved colony buildings using Xeno manufacturing if we choose to. That allows me to build a starbase factory, which sounds nice. Leads to resource processing, and it also allows me to build a slave camp. I'm taking that. Oh, maybe not. Planetology, what does that do? Deep core mine, Kimberley's refuge, plus 10% growth. Yeah, actually, we'll have that.
I might suggest, I mean, even though we haven't met anyone yet, you might want to get Universal Translator, so as soon as you meet, talking to them and see if they hate you or not.
I have no interest in what they're saying to me.
Oh no, it's fine.
No, it's okay. We'll take your advice here because you know you are a Stardock man, so.
Yeah, but I'm not good at this game. But...
You're not a naughty man, but you're a Stardock man, so we'll listen. We'll listen. There we go. That's how we change it. Universal Translator. It's only 5 turns. It's not too bad. There we go. Right, end that turn one more time. Looks like the pirates are coming this way. Oh, and we have meanwhile, we've got a little game event going on here. Our administrators report that we have a budget surplus. What should we do with the extra funds? We could give a tax break to our citizens, which makes us a little bit more benevolent. Benevolent, yes. Good God, I can't speak. Which gives us 25% morale for 10 turns. We can pour it into research, which gives us +5 to pragmatic. It completes whatever current research we're doing right now, such as the Universal Translator. Or we can put it in my personal account, which makes me a little bit more malevolent and gives me +250 credits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as much as I want to put it in my personal account, I think pouring it into research is going to be the way forward right now. The simple fact of the matter is morale is not a problem at the moment, so why would I make use of it there? Research, always going to be good, right?
Yeah. And pragmatic means that you will start to unlock, once you get enough points, the pragmatic tree, and that is especially very good for if you want to do like industry and trade.
Okay, good stuff. Oh, here we go. In fact, JKSP rocks. He agrees. And Sanis does as well. They've both said, research! So that's what we're going to do. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this fellow, he should be able to get there this turn. And here we go. We can colonise this planet, which was the good one. 14 slots, I think this one was. And what should we call it, guys? Anybody got a name for me?
Ooh.
So I'll have a nice sip of my tea while you guys think of a name. Give me anything that you think is either good or amusing, and I may choose to utilise it, unless it's overtly offensive. Kiryu already has one. It's going to be called Galactic.
Oh, Galactic, yeah, there's a few of them.
Order and efficiency. Oh, look!
This is...
No, I'm enjoying this. We're not skipping this. Oh, look at the little colony blobbies. Oh, they've gone. Oh, no, it's repeating. No, no, stop that! And we also have something called the Atomic Polarizer. We found a precursor wreck in the heart of a nearby asteroid field. The ship is unusable, but it contained a device, which seems to greatly strengthen the integrity of its armour. This would be obviously useful if installed on one of our ships, but it could be even more so if our scientists were allowed to study it. We can't turn down the opportunity to protect all of our ships, dismantle it, and learn its secrets. Study it a bit, but don't completely wreck its potential as a ship component, or don't touch it, don't mess with it. Just get it ready to be used. We're going to go with pragmatic.
I want it on my biggest ship now.
Can we weaponize it? No, we can't technically weaponize it, but we can just bolt it onto the existing ship. I don't think that's going to be a very useful way of doing things necessarily, but if that's what the chat wants to do, that's what we'll do. So, study it. You want to go for the complete study? Alright, JKSB, you're the boss. We're going to go for the full study. Oh, pragmatic, says Wraith. Use it to blow stuff up, says Sanis. Alright, we've got one in each now. What are you doing to me, guys? Do you want to be a swing voter here, Schism? What do you think I should do?
Well, considering the way you're trying to play the naughty men, I probably wouldn't go benevolent. I'd go pragmatic or malevolent. I'm not sure which though. Maybe malevolent. A more powerful atomic polarizer. You can put it on one of your capital ships later. Perhaps.
We're gonna go pragmatic.
Pragmatic's cool.
I think we're gonna go pragmatic because, Arn or spice.
Yes, it makes you see things.
But isn't Arnor one of the kingdoms of Middle Earth?
In Gauss's law, Arnor is anything else.
My God, Numenorian men all the way over here on Galatep. Right, well, what can I do with it?
Oh, the comment from the street. I don't know. Galatep's okay, but it's the natural livability of the planet that makes it nice. Livability, not what the government has done.
How dare you? We also have some Aurorus Arboretum, which is a trade resource. We've got a bunch of things that we can build here. Import-export centre, city. Haven't got enough food. We could aid in research. Takes 53 turns to complete. Okay. We can build another shipyard here. Don't think it's necessary. Now, we can build an Arnor spice harvester, which just seems to be a good idea, really, doesn't it? And we can, of course, build the Aurorus Orchard. But given that we've done that, we may as well build an import-export centre. I'm sure you'd agree.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, maybe a couple work camps because you want to get production up.
Oh, we do. The people must work.
Yes. And remember, now you can go back to your shipyard, your first shipyard, and tell it to use this planet as the sponsor for it. And so the further planet away is, it'll like reduce the efficiency of that, but like you can cube it with 5 planets to give production to the shipyard.
Okay, so... Oh. Now that we've expanded beyond our homeworld, the colonists are crying out for structure. Structure. Order. The very model of efficiency. I'm sorry, I went off on one. It is time for us to choose a form of government that is ready to handle a galactic civilization. Oh, they said the name of the game! Great.
That's the money shot.
Let's get started. Oh, sorry if you can hear me opening a beer here, guys. I just wanted to... Right,
alcohol and government. What can go wrong?
That seems to have worked for the Tories for a while.
Who doesn't drink because of politics?
Delicious. Right, what were we doing? What were we doing? Right, I think we've...
So you only start off with 2 options, but they will expand very quickly as you unlock tech.
Got Imperial or Colonial. Imperial it is.
Wow. You don't look at the bonuses, like...
No. Just the very term colonial makes me want to vomit. No, it doesn't.
with Imperial...
social construction is better with colonial, as is growth. Growth is nice. Colony limit goes up as well. It holds elections, which I just can't be dealing with. And it can send missions. I presume that is to other players?
That's in shipyards. Shipyards can then like send missions, which can give you interesting things, but it takes a long time for them to be done though. So instead of making a ship, it just like does like a mission, like an away team kind of thing.
And then we've got Imperial, which is a strict hierarchy. Our history is littered with once great empires who stopped conquering and fell to ruin. We'll not be one of them. We get a negative modifier to diplomacy. Oh well. Better ship construction, the same colony limit, and we don't have to do any elections. And we get +1 to our moves. I've always said I've got the moves like Jagger, so we're going to be Imperial. Yes, I'm sure. Right, together we stand. Got the achievement up there. You probably can't see it, folks, but it's there. Okay, so we've taken that world. Oh, we wanted to do something with the shipyard as well, didn't we? So.
Oh, yeah, and now you've unlocked the government screen. You can change your taxes. It might be good to reduce taxes a little bit now so that your population grows faster, but it's up to you.
Government screen, government screen. Ah.
Also, be aware with the current government, it's supposed to be 4 planets, but you can still keep colonizing planets. There's a penalty after that, or you can spin them off as their own little commonwealth. But you'll get new tech to unlock, bigger empires.
I see. Right. So how do I go about changing my taxes from the government screen?
I think is it the screen,
or is it?
It might be
screen?
your civilization. It might be civilization screen.
Ah.
I don't remember where it is. It's one or the other. Civilization.
Oh, here we go. Tax rate is currently 25%.
Yes.
Let's take it down to a nice, reasonable... Take it to 16% across the population, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Is Cardassia still doing things? Yeah, it's still building its work camps. No problem there. And the shipyard itself... Now, how do we make it do what it's supposed to do?
You got to manage on the shipyard, and then you can change sponsors from there. And basically, if you add your new planet to it, it will in fact build things even faster. Although it's best to have planets nearby the shipyard, so it's more efficient in the production being sent to it. You can have up to 5 planet sponsor a single star shipyard. There
we go. So Cardassia, Secundus, and Galactic are now sponsoring this shipyard. Excellent. I didn't even know about that. Oh, look, it's got a little line to show us that it's happening as well. Very good.
Yep. We thought of everything.
Everything! Let's move our little survey ship onwards. Hello, things. That's a dead world. That's a dead world. And this one is barely habitable. This isn't a great system, so we'll probably move over.
Oh, there's another influence there. Someone is over there.
Right. We'll have a look next turn, and we may have to engage in hostile negotiations. We need to research something new as well. Let's choose a new tech. Right, so we've just got the universal translator as well. How very useful. Xeno experimentation, that sounds fun.
I would maybe suggest getting militarization so you can start to build some basic like defense force as well. Or well, I mean, defense. What do we mean? We mean conquering armada, of course.
I think I was getting taxes before Sandbear. In fact, I've lowered taxes, not heightened them. You better watch out, Sandbear, or I'll be taxing the crap out of your tea. Is that what you want? Oh, ideology. We've also got an ideology shift that we can choose.
Ah, yes. So pragmatic tends to focus upon trade industry, though there are some options to like make everyone not be mad at you and be diplomatic.
Well, let's take a look and see what we've got here. We've got the Vigilant, which is a pragmatic people know it is better to be prepared for the worst.
I'm not just any contestant.
Wraith Walker, thank you so much for following me on Twitch. I think it's Twitch. These centers allow worlds to better cope with the harsh realities of the galaxy. We can have constructive. We've established public-private partnerships to encourage the creation of constructor vessels that will help us build our infrastructure. Okay. 3 free constructor vessels. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I tend to get that very often.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Exporters grants a free traitor and freighter and a trade license. I was reading trade and freighter at the same time, couldn't cope. With a proper infrastructure in place, we will be far better able to capitalise on the possibilities of interstellar travel. And neutral. No one will declare war on us for the next 50 turns. I think I'm going to go with Builder. I think that's the way forward. I don't know if you agree with me.
Well, Casino's resources. You also been building constructive, of course, but you can start building some star bases.
Oh.
You can set them up to be mine star bases, or defense star bases, or cultural star bases.
I'll see you later, Ray.
Beware though that you may want to, for your first citizen, when you finally get them, now, you want to get an administrator so that you can support more star bases as well, and your ships.
I do wonder if I just want to go for neutrals right away so I can allow myself to build up. That's an interesting one, isn't it?
I'm not. You've not really met anyone yet. Like that can be powerful, but I don't think you really need that right now. I want to see you getting to malevolent stuff though, because I mean, come on.
Ooh, our shipyards can operate 100%.
Just any
Sandbear, thank you so much for the follow. Can operate 100% at twice the distance from your colonies. I think that might be useful as well. Ooh, it's difficult. See, the difficulty is you've got to look at the future ones and work out how you want to do it, really, haven't you?
So about options, you kind of everything, and same thing with you've got to focus on. Once you've got those initial texts, you'll be like, okay, what do I actually want to be? What do I want to get?
I think we're going to go down the builder tree first, or primarily anyway, because that
It depends what you get as well. Because you may go like, I want more malevolent options or even benevolent.
ultimately that is something that I might want. We'll see what happens as we move forward.
The naughty men were tremendous traders, builders of great empires.
Builders of magnificence. Right, so we've got our stacked traders here. Sorry, stacked constructors here. We are building a constructor as well, so I need to cancel that. There's no point having it now.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Because now that we've got 3, why would we have more?
Yeah.
A little bit concerned about this fine fellow down here. Now, what can I have these guys do? Well, I can have this fellow come over here. This fellow go over... It's not really within our sphere of influence yet, is it? So that could be a problem.
No. Star bases do create their own spheres of influence as well.
That's an interesting thing to note. So
perhaps...
perhaps...
Yeah, so star bases are highly tactical and strategic things to use. So you can claim space.
Well, perhaps I'll move him over there. And I'll move this fine fellow over... I think I made a mistake.
If you don't want to use all the countries right away, just put them in orbit around your planet and, you know...
I think I made a terrible mistake putting the SS Constructor 2 so close to a pirate sniper.
Possibly.
Hey Vegeta, how are you, my friend? I'm good, I'm good. Shame Girl isn't using the Cardassian ships from the workshop. Maybe I will in future. But this is my first impression, so I didn't want to muddy the first impressions with mods. It just didn't seem to be... I've got an idle ship somewhere.
Mm-hmm. According to the constructor.
Oh yes, of course it is. So put that into orbit around the planet. There it goes.
I would recommend building a Minostar base near like one of those planets you haven't yet colonized in that system to the north, so you can claim that Durantium and then keep the space hopefully away from the northern.
Well, I'll start moving a constructor over there then.
Just be careful with the sniper.
It'll be fine. Nothing to be concerned about. Let's end the turn. You see? Nothing to be worried about.
By the way, you can use the tab key to end turns as well.
Oh, good to know.
Oh, no.
It'll be fine. See?
Yes. It's everything. It's everything.
Long live the Emperor! The ascent of a new Emperor to the throne has provoked widespread celebrations throughout the Empire. Citizens everywhere are convinced they like him much better than the last guy. Plus 25% approval for 10 turns. Ridiculous. Right, let's move northwards into this. Hello.
Newsbot doesn't lie.
Sniper no sniping. Indeed not.
Oh, the Iridium.
Yes.
So they're traders. They're going to have a trade-off. I guess.
Space is more than large enough for both of us. I'm lying. Okay, so now they think that we're their friends. I'm going to have my geezer wander off in that direction.
Lord Megatron, they believe us to be their friends. They're fools.
I really do want to get some military vessels. Let's end another turn. No!
Oh no. I'm waiting for Steam to catch up. Is he losing? Oh no. No.
It wasn't my fault.
Stop exploding, you cowards.
The first one could have at least rammed this sniper.
You may need to cube another construction.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually. Can you build? Do you have militarization yet? If you can build a something in the missile ship. You have a missile ship there, don't you?
No, not for one more turn. I don't have militarization.
I think you've got it. I think you got it. You need to expand the box.
I'll expand your box in a minute. Let's have a look. Where do I do this?
In shipyard, the missile ships. I think it was closed up, but there's one there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's only a bomber.
Well, it's better than nothing. You can maybe get a couple of those out and see if you can send to the. See if you can rush them as well. Although you may need to put taxes up as well at this point.
That'll be fine. Is that my planet? Oh, is that another bleeding constructor?
Oh no!
It was hiding on my planet.
Yeah, but you don't have any military though, which is the issue.
I may have forgotten to put my short name in.
Oh, the short name isn't there.
It is not.
That's fine. We can call you Shorty. That's
Shorty.
This is fantastic.
It's not fantastic. Greetings, Gul Damar. Welcome to the Galactic Bazaar. You probably have already realised that it's a dangerous galaxy out there. Oh, I hadn't got the foggiest.
Oh, there's 22 people watching on YouTube. I just noticed.
Oh, nice guys. Hey, class. How you doing, my man? So far, everybody's just been watching my abject failure with regards to construction vessels. I think, what time are we at now? In about just shy of quarter of an hour. In just shy of a quarter of an hour, I will give away a key to the chat. Now it's for the core version of Gal Civ 3.
Yep.
Which includes, in fact, you can tell them what it includes because you'll have a more exhaustive list.
It includes the base game of Galactic 3, it includes the huge expansion we had last year, Crusade, and it includes the Mega Events DLC pack. And all of that, of course, also comes with the new 3.0 update to the game, which adds new farming and text mechanics to the game.
Mm-hmm. And what I'm likely to do is, just in order to give everybody a fair shout, it's going to be posted in the chat, but I am aware that there is a bit of a delay between Twitch and YouTube. So I'm going to, from my perspective, I'm going to post it on YouTube, and about 9 seconds later I'm going to post it on Twitch. So they should arrive with both chats at roughly the same time. But, as I say, that's in about quarter of an hour or so. Right, let's see what kind of mercenaries these guys have got. Sorry?
As I said, see if you can survive that long.
Yeah, I'll be bloody lucky, won't I? So these are mercenaries, and I'm told by Bane that these are very powerful.
Yes, these were part of the Mercenaries expansion. There is also the new marketplace as well game. But the mercenaries, you can basically loan them out for a set price, and they can be very useful.
I'm quite liking the Galactic bizarre music that we're getting in the background. It's got a bit of the old Javar's Cantina feel about it. I don't know if the chat can hear that well, but it's a proper tune. Right, we can't afford any of these at the moment because Schism made me lower the taxes because I'm nice. I'm supposed to be nice or something.
You must raise them again.
Yes, obviously. Raise the taxes. Yes, 28%. The hell with these people. Defeat is likely if I go against that alone.
Yep.
I know what's going to happen. It's going to come over here. Let's just run away with the bomber. Can we afford to rush this bomber?
Lord Megatron, we can afford nothing.
I'm not just any Cardassian.
Jorgus, thank you so much for following the channel. Really kind of you, my man. Let's take a look, see what we can have for research. We have weapon systems or Xeno combat technologies. I think just simple, good old weapon systems is the way forward. So let's roll with that one.
All right.
Lord Megatron, we need new weapons.
We do. We bloody do.
We need more DACA.
The code is for Steam, Hayden. You're quite right.
Yep, it's a Steam code.
Sam says, "Oh my god, now I want to watch Transformers."
Watch our stream, you fool!
I'm gonna have to keep doing that voice, aren't I?
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this. Right, let's continue
What's
on one
wrong,
more.
Lord?
No, sniper! I'm sorry, I had a moment.
No.
I hate that sniper so much.
That blasted Autobot!
It's an absolute...
Why doesn't he leave us alone?
It's an utter... A word hasn't yet been invented to describe what it is, but it is one, and an utter one at that. Anyhow, we have a galactic event that is stolen, quite stolen, from Red Dwarf, I think. A blight has affected Galatep. Your administrators warn that the prisoners won't work. There won't be enough food for all of your citizens. The wealthy have already begun stockpiling food and are desperate. Have begun raiding those stockpiles.
It has to be quotation marks citizens in Galatep.
Valued workers.
Unpaid prisoners. Unpaid labourers.
Right. So we can claim the stockpiles, share with the less fortunate. We will all suffer together. That's benevolent. Yes, of course. Claim the stockpiles and distribute the goods to our leaders. We will need their strength to survive this. That's pragmatic. And stage a war among our people. It doesn't matter who wins, only that there are less mouths to feed afterwards. Staging a war, staging a war. There we go.
Yep, send it, but it's prisoners with jobs.
The most rational civilizations. Apparently I'm right up there. Most bizarre. Thank you, newsman. There is one foreign ship in my territory. That's unacceptable. Defeat is still likely.
I still think you need to explore the space on the south, though, because we don't know what's out there. We could be right next to some good stuff.
Do you know something I don't?
Maybe.
Lord Megatron, I will send a scout down immediately.
I've sent something down. It's only a bomber, but what I got.
Bomber.
Right, we do have one less population now, of course. 1 billion people died during our brief but brutal war on Galactic. But don't worry, Cardassia Secundus is fine. I think this type of game, Hayden, it doesn't necessarily appeal to everyone. A lot of people like real-time strategy. I quite like turn-based myself. I think if you, particularly if when you were younger, you played the Civilization games, you tend to gain a real appreciation of turn-based, don't you?
I think it's also it has that kind of history in tabletop games.
It does, yeah, very much so.
Like it may not be as like energetic, well, it's not as energetic, but like if you focus on the complexities and kind of making something which has multiple layers, like it's got that kind of more like, but what do I do like 50 turns from now, basically, and it's like that, and then you get into that more turn cycle. I've never been like the biggest fan of turn-based, but I have to admit, when you pick up a good one, like it just hooks you in, and I think that right now, like because we've hit version 3.0 of Galciv, it's in a really good place.
It's in a good place, yeah.
Good place.
I think one of the other really nice things about turn-based is you can really stop to have a think about what you want to do. You can't do that in real time, particularly if you're playing multiplayer real-time games, because Draconis has already destroyed you by the time you've had a think.
There's also the element as well that AI, like especially for single-player games, AI is actually pretty hard to make it actually really smart in real time because there's only a limited amount of processing you can do with it. It's getting better now because of multi-thread stuff, but like with Galciv in particular, like here, it's a multi-thread engine, but also because it's turn-based, there's a lot more time for AI to process different strategies, and so that's why it's very, very tough. So you get more challenging games. Like this pirate knows what you're doing. It's trying to intercept you at every turn.
Those blasted Autobots are doing it again, Lord Megatron!
Stop lasering me, you bastard! Yes, you absolute star! Yes!
Wow! I'm just watching it now. Oh, bravo! Bravo! See, you never know. You never know.
Oh, we've got our first citizen. We were talking about this earlier, weren't we?
Yes. You may, well, you lost your constructors now, but you may want to invest in an administrator so that you can support a bigger fleet and more star bases to do your conquest of space.
Well, why not? And the way that we do that is we've got our citizens at the top here. And here's what we can do with him. We've got to choose an area of specialization for the citizen. It can be an administrator, a worker, a slave master, or a scientist.
Oh, yeah. As you unlock tech in new parts of the game, you will get more options as well, including stuff like diplomats, spies, saboteurs. You get your celebrities and your generals and your admirals and engineers and all kinds of things.
Indeed. Indeed. Right, so we will go with the administrator here. I think that's the right way to do it. They provide 5 points for administration, which in turn are consumed by survey ships, colonies, and star bases. Boop.
You can also assign citizens to planets and also level them up.
Got a dead world down there. Excellent.
Sandbear. Yeah, scientists are very good as well. But
oh my!
I think because he. Oh yeah, there's a planet over there, isn't there?
There is another player, but we've also got Parkdale too.
I think you want to grab that if you can.
I do. It's
If you can
10%
look at
gross income as well, and it's right next to the bazaar. So if we can get that within my sphere of influence.
Yeah. I would suggest trying to rush out a colony ship and get it out of there ASAP, because there's a good chance the Iridiums might try and take it from you, so the sooner you get over there, the better.
I can't quite rush it, unfortunately. I don't have the dollar.
Well, it's only 2 turns. Put it up there, you know, like. And there'll be another planet end as well anyway, so like if
That's true.
Get it out.
That is true. We've got this bomber. He's popping down here to see what's going on to the south of us. We will have a scout out soon as well. Damien, I'm streaming with Schism Navigator, who is I think you're the lead community manager.
Yes, we have a few.
For Stardock, is it, or for specifically
Yes.
for Sint? It's for Stardock. There
No,
we go.
for Stardock for all games.
Hmm?
It's for all of our games, yeah.
All of the games. You find the time in the day. You can see that our sphere of influence is steadily growing as well, which is quite nice. Scientists is best, says Sandbear. But I do need the administrator. I did need him, so him or her. We also need to think about taking these colonies as well, particularly Aestus Ageb Rex, Dominus Cantos.
These are just silly names.
These are silly names on Megatron. Who names these?
The same person who named frickin' Jazz. I hated Jazz so much in bloody Transformers.
What kind of Cybertronian takes the name of Bumblebee anyway? I don't get it.
Who's that like proper geezer with a cigar? I like that one.
I can't remember the old show barely. I remember more of Beast Wars, and that was like really bad CGI.
That was back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like mammals versus reptiles and arachnids and stuff. It was really weird.
Right, so we've got 1 turn until our colony ship is done. We've kind of semi-made friends with these fellows up here. Galactic is slowly extending its borders after its slight accident.
A slight unfortunate conflict of conflicts.
Hey, Blaping Duck. How you doing, my man? Oh, here we go. Oh, we've got to load the colony ship.
I take a little less than 2 billion there, maybe 1.5, one perhaps.
Yeah, I think 1.5 is the one.
You don't want to depopulate your home, well, like it's already at 2.5. Right?
Yeah, kind of a little bit. Right, you need to get to Parkdale. If you see any sniper ships, don't engage. Right, we're at about time that we should start thinking about giving away a key. So, if anybody's interested in getting a copy of this game, Galciv 3, do pay attention to the chat over the next couple of minutes, because I'm going to be popping a key in there. Now, it's because of the delay. It's going to go onto YouTube about 9 seconds before it goes onto Twitch. However, they should arrive in your chat at about the same time. So, are we all ready for this? Are you ready, Schism?
Do it, Lord Megatron.
And I want whoever got the key to come back and tell me who got it. Alright, so the keys are going out right about now. There you go, the keys have been delivered. Who will get it first?
That was so well done, my lord.
Was it about right?
Just about. It's about a couple seconds difference, but it more or less came.
It was close, was it? Okay, well that's what matters. Yeah, I like doing it this way because it's kind of a, you know, it makes people pay attention. Very much a first come, first serve here. So if you're watching the stream all the way through, then you are you're most likely to gain a key at any point. Particularly if you're paying massive amounts of attention. All of the attention. 3 of them.
All 3 seconds of attention.
All 3 seconds of attention required. Right, let's get back into the game. Keep looking around. Toss a penny in the air and make people fight. Yep, absolutely. Oh, Damien, you missed your chance. Well, there may be another chance in the fairly near future. It won't be... I don't think it's going to be this stream, but I think I will be doing another stream of this. Alright, night, Sunnis. As I say, whoever did get it, let me know who got it.
I'm gonna say if we can get to at least 30 viewers on YouTube or Twitch, I may also do a giveaway key.
Ooh, there you go. So if you
spread the link.
Yeah, so there you go. If anybody wants another crack at it, make sure that you share this stream anywhere that you possibly can. Get more viewers in, and then another key might just turn up. Oh, so somebody already had it, Hayden. Ah, oh, damn it. Right, are we waiting for anything at the moment? No, we've just got our colony ship going. Our survey ship is going this way.
Back to not trying to die.
Got a precursor anomaly over here.
Staying alive, staying alive. Yes, so they are heavily defended though, but
yeah, I'll go the other way.
One of the ways. Yeah, so the precursors in Galciv are actually a couple different races, but the most notable one were called the Arnor. That's where Norse spice comes from.
I see. Oh, we've got another thingamajiggy going on here. A new cult has begun to spread on Cardassia Secundus. The cult has grown, I nearly said something else then, wealthy by convincing rich members to make substantial donations. This doesn't sound like Scientology at all. The followers believe that they were given out life by an alien species. Definitely doesn't sound like Scientology. And they predict that those creators will soon return to lead us. Tax them heavily! Sounds like a good idea. Start a cult that reveres me.
That sounds like a Gul move, honestly.
That's what's happened. Just so you know, we've preemptively claimed all of the cultural relics of the precursors. Do not even think of building a starbase near them. Piss off.
Tough words.
Right, we've now got a new scout, so that's going to be helping us a little bit along the way.
Yes. Yeah, I might go south.
He's going southwest. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And this particular scout, he's going up here.
Yeah, you want to make sure you scout all around the star because you never know the planet hiding or something. Oh, another. Oh, so many good builds.
It requires extreme colonization, which I don't have quite yet. But I will. We've got a colony ship on the way to a tier 11 world. We've got a tier 9 world as well, which we'll, I'm sure, get with time. But yeah, we're definitely getting somewhere. We've got a new research to look at. Hello, Robot Man. We've got planetology, which gives us the mining and the growth. I think it's time that we had that. Right. Yes. And another turn. Nothing, fortunately for me, of note has really happened during that turn. Let's get to this star over here. Oh, we have maximum fleet ranges. Of course we do.
Maximum fleet range.
Unlimited fleet range.
Very limited, in fact.
Oh, there's another border there as well. So someone's there to your west. Someone green. Who's green? And it's actually crystal.
Let's have a look. Oh, we don't know who it is quite yet.
No. We just know they're green.
Let's have a chat with these guys, our pragmatic friends. Let's see if we can come to a trade agreement.
Pro tip, whenever the AI gives you a trade deal, never accept it. Always haggle, because they'll always give you a trade deal with, you know, if you have to negotiate. But you can get a good deal, just, you know, don't accept what they say first.
I see.
Because the AI is not dumb. It will try to con you. Like, yeah, this deal's pretty good.
Interstellar travel. I'll give you militarization.
Too bad a trade, but the same basic text basically. Oh, don't give him, yeah.
He definitely doesn't want open borders. Which is a shame, and I can't take open borders off him either. Okay. Well, he's got nothing that's worth it right now, so. The technology I've been taking off him, it takes such a short time to research anyway.
Yeah. We've got 21 watchers on YouTube right now. See, we get
Oh my.
30 guys. It's not that hard.
Incoming message from Taurian regime. We're a peaceful race, but we've been unprepared for aggressors before. We will not be again. You will not be prepared for my aggression. Is what you mean.
Nobody expects the Gul's aggression.
Oh, you've preemptively claimed all the cultural relics of the precursors, have you? Well, get stuffed. Said it before, and I'll say it again. Right, nothing good from a planetary perspective down there. This guy, he's pretty much served his purpose, so let's take him back to Cardassia.
Wait. Is he trying to capture that planet as well? Looks...
Udis.
What's that? No, that's fine, that's fine.
It's the bizarre...
I'm seeing things. Yeah, I'm seeing things.
That's a bizarre thing to see.
Oh my.
That's a pun. You can have that one free.
Gee, thanks.
23 watchers on YouTube. Come on, guys. Twitch is only at 13. You can do better.
I believe in you. Not really, but it sounds good.
Let's just take a look and see how Galatep's doing. What's our population like?
I mean, you know, a billion people died in the wars.
Oh, the population of this planet is being capped by the housing supply. I presume our work camps give us more of a housing supply? Kind of.
I don't think so. Need cities.
I see.
Probably need to get some. I'm not expert, but I think you need to get some more development tech for planets.
Just not got enough food. Yeah, this planet's a little bit devoid of food.
Approval 41%. Galactic's going because it can become a real problem. Too many slaves. Too many prisoners with jobs.
It's fine. We'll just make them kill each other again.
You could take a colony ship, move it like with nothing, move it there, and just take like a bunch of people off.
What, off Galatep?
Yeah.
Why? There's loads of people on there.
Yeah, I mean, like you can use them to colonize something else.
Well, they're all grumpy shits anyway. What's the point? I'll consider your words carefully because I may want to take this one here.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, we're finally getting around to building a constructor, having lost 3 in like 2 turns, which is nice. We can start doing something useful. But what we might do is, I'm just going to take 2 minutes, folks, and I will be right back. If you want another key, make sure that you start sharing it, telling all your friends on the various social media things that people use these days. Damn kids using their Bebo. And then MySpace. What are the other old things? And their AOL web chat. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes, folks. Alright folks, we're back. Sorry about the short delay there. Had to sort myself out. But I am now sorted now. I think we need to end the turn again. That's the one problem with games of this nature, I think. And it's certainly not limited to Galciv in any regard. It's the first 50 turns of games of this nature. It's very much a slow setup game, so it's almost like watching paint dry in some regards. And it's kind of Space Empires. The Space Empires series was quite similar in that regard. Pax Imperium. The Civilization series, all of them had very slow starts, and then later on you're doing so much every turn. And that's when it gets really exciting. Let's see how we're doing. Ah, we've got a constructor at long last.
One of the I just realized I was muted. One of the features that we added with Intrigue is called Commonwealths, and the way they work and they help with some of that complexity is late game you will get, you know, like a bunch of planets at once if you conquer someone, or you know they get rebellion, they go over to you, or they conquer someone else, but they're like, we let you guys, we're giving you our stuff. So then you have like a bunch of planets, you don't know what they do.
Oh
you
my.
know, there's no connection to them. So then what you can do is you can set up a Commonwealth, which is like making a small AA empire, which will ally to you, give you money, give you resources. And so that's a way that we have to reduce some of that like overwhelmingness late game.
That's a very good idea.
And yeah, you just discovered a really nice planet.
Yep, I really did.
Really get another college by there as soon as possible before someone takes it.
I've already got one queued up. I'm not missing that opportunity. See, I'm pretty good. Laurendal says he's loving Sins right now. Well, what's not to love about Sins? I've been loving it for about, all told, about 10 years now.
Yeah.
Laurendal's girl has gone to sort his aging bladder out. Laurendal!
I was just reading up like it got progressively worse.
Oh dear. So I'm always getting abused by my community.
Remember to share the stream, guys, to get more of this high quality.
Right, one thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to try and pop a starbase over here. Agent Bladder, see?
He's not a young Cardassian anymore, see? What are you, a wise guy?
You know,
Wise gangsters.
speaking of aging, I was looking at kind of like modern social media the other day, because I've been told I need to join all these social media platforms by various friends of mine, and I don't get any of it. Instagram, as far as I can tell, is exclusively for looking at pictures of other people's food. Now, I don't care about that because I'm not going to be eating it. I think that's fair to state, isn't it?
What we need is Instagram plus replicators, so you can see the food and then you can have it.
That would be great. I would appreciate that. I'd be like, yeah, I'll have one of those. Boom, there it is. And then there's what was the other one they were telling me to go on? Oh, it's Snapchat. And as far as I can tell, Snapchat is exclusively for taking dick pics that people can see once and then they're deleted.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just being honest.
Too much honesty, Lord. What is this?
I'm sorry. I'm not saying I've done that.
I hope not. Look at yes, Conley's nice, but high-powered weapons. How can you go with high-powered weapon?
You want some high-powered weapons?
Cardassia's gonna be like no population left. You're gonna
Weapons specialization. There we go. Oh, targeting, miniaturization, or production. No, that's difficult. I don't want to make decisions. Let's have defense systems.
Yep, here we go. Here we go. You gotta specialize.
Right, it's done. I've refused to do it, and I've gone for a different research.
You can't avoid making decisions forever.
Okay, we've got another planet. We've got our third planet now, and we have to give it a name. What do you think, guys?
Call it Snapchat. No.
Well, Pop Burnsy apparently wants me to call it Anonymous Wang.
Oh boy, this is where the booze comes in. I regret everything now.
Bejor? The Alpha Quadrant? Maybe Occupied Bejor. Oh.
Occupy. That's like Occupy Wall Street, but Occupy Bejor. Like hashtag Occupy Bejor. That should be the place name.
Yeah, and what's with hashtags?
I don't know.
I know that's been going on for about 5 years now, but I still don't get it. I mean, I just don't like the there's a hashtag on every like Instagram post, and you get these really long ones, like long hashtags, and like who else is going to be searching for hashtag twinkly-eyed fucker? Yeah, I just.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, I'm ranting.
Way too much alcohol at this point, obviously. I apologise for him, everyone.
I've only had one beer.
That's how bad you are. That's
Right.
That's not a good thing.
Yes, now then. There's been a solar flare.
Murder all the bugs. Murder the big ones and the little ones, especially the medium-sized ones. Murder them all. Then has it taste.
An increased period of solar activity has caused a species of previously dormant insects to suddenly begin swarming, greatly limiting activity in your colony. Your scientists have developed a sonic screen which can kill the insects, but believe there may also be a way to expand the technology to rid the world of the swarm forever. What effects that will have on the ecosystem are, as of yet, unknown. What are your orders? If this technology kills en masse, then we can simply won't use it. Put everything behind shutters for a while. Nope.
I don't flee from
Murder.
bugs.
Murder the bugs.
Oh.
Right.
Do it. Execute Order 67.
Let's have a deep space mine, a farm.
I feel any minute now you're going to start talking to me about the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise.
It might happen. It might just happen. Let's keep our ship going. All dead over here. And you need to go and take this world right now. Laurendal says Facebook is just for pictures of other people's babies. Possibly. Yeah, at my age that is true.
How could I miss this quote to use? The only good bug is a dead bug.
The only good bug is a dead
I'd like to know
bug.
more.
We've got an idle ship somewhere. Where are you? Oh, the constructor ship is idle. No, it isn't. What is this? There's another colony ship. Why are you here?
Oh, I wish... I mean, we really should have had the tagline for Intrigue. Launch politicians into space.
Well, since we've got a colony ship here,
I
we may as well.
believe in... I'm a simple man. I believe in things. Life, liberty, and high-powered laser.
Stephen, I'm just not sure about that planet name. I'm starting to think, Stephen, that might be a bit of a naughty name. But we're naughty men.
Planet name.
I don't know about eat pork more, but how about Ankh more pork?
This is just amazing.
Ankh more pork. There you go. Some people may recognise that, some people may not.
The somewhat posh Ankh and the somewhat less posh more pork.
It's one of the cities from Discworld, isn't it?
It's pretty much the main city. I mean, it's
Right,
The most
we've got some
common
ruins.
one.
The primitive species that occupy this planet were once far more technologically advanced, like Bajorans, and accidentally ruined their civilization with some kind of nuclear war several hundred years ago. Ruined cities dot the planet and will likely contain valuable resources that we could easily recycle. But the natives regard these ruins as sacred and insist that we stay away from them, like Bajorans. What are your orders? That's a real shame, and we will promise to feel bad about it when we're done throwing everything through the recyclers. Done.
Amazing.
Okay.
What game is this? This is Galactic Civilisations 3, Minecraft.
Yep, Galactic Civilisations 3 with Intrigue expansion.
Starship Trooper Viking says. I'm not sure. I mean,
The stream is just a 90s rerun. Yeah.
oh man.
Glendathu
Dude,
drop.
Mario.
What a tune.
Wow, we're talking about yeah, they had lots of 90s stuff really mentioned.
Gonna work.
Where's
camp,
Babylon
and
5?
a shipyard. Right, you're doing your thing.
Oh, he's asking Viking.
Let's go this way with you.
Again, if we get to 30 viewers, I will do a key giveaway as well.
We've got a new ideology that we can take. Particularly a malevolent one.
Obviously.
Aggression
Aggression.
comes naturally to malevolent civilizations. Taking is almost always easier than building, and a lot more fun. Grants a free frigate-class warship. Motivation. Unlocks the... an intimidation center is capable of raising approval by force. When placed on a troublesome world, like Galatep, it will help shut up the whiners and reconfirm our reputation as a race that doesn't take guff from anyone.
That second tier in motivation, that's just pure Cardassian pride right there.
Workers are meant for working. After making a messy example of a few who thought otherwise, we can count on receiving quite a boost to production on our homeworld, and in ore processing. Uncharitable. Our planetary administrators have become experts at scraping a bit of revenue off the top of the economies of their worlds. A simple matter, really. Anyone who complains soon finds themselves working in some dark and noisy place. And scary, races we share a border with know better than to make an issue of it. I think I want to just simply go with aggression.
Bigger ships, more ships.
Bigger bada-booms. And that means that we're going to get a frigate. Let's take a look at it. It's a...
Kathato asked if this is better than Galactic 2. Quite a lot, yes. It's a whole new engine. We had to rebuild a lot of the game because obviously a new engine, everything's 64-bit, threat neutral, etc. But like we've had 3 expansions now. Crusader was a really big one last year, but this year we've launched Intrigue and a 3.0 update to Galactic 3. So a lot of stuff's been added. Even if you don't feel like buying all the different DLC, because there's actually kind of just 3 real expansions. The 2 big ones are really Crusader and Intrigue. There's a ton of content on the Steam Workshop. We have full support. People make their own races, their own ships. It's yeah, I'm biased, but I believe it's a really good game. And it's keeping Gul relatively sane and not trying to actually conquer Bajoran. Right?
Why are these scum so unhappy?
Here we go.
Do they not understand what we do for them?
What the hell's going on with them? I've got a perfectly good work camp building for them to live in. 24%. It's people like them.
With citizens like these, who need slaves?
Well, You'll find no judgment here.
Yes, you have a fancy frigate now. I think it's opening the homeworld.
It is, yep.
If you zoom in, you can actually see a ship's orbiting, which is really cool.
Well, it's not orbiting the homeworld at the moment,
Oh.
no. It's just off one block. We can put it at the homeworld, though. There it is, look. Whee! It's going to hit the moon. Oh, no, just missed. Let's end the turn. Our economic advisors are warning that we're losing money at an alarming rate. If we continue at this pace, we'll be unable to afford to maintain our fleet, and we'll need to begin scrapping ships. There are many ways to make money. Let's review our tax rate options.
There you go. Raise the taxes again.
%73% tax rate. No, that's just too much. Let's keep it a nice, steady.
We're not evil. We're just very concerned about our spending. Basically, we just need more money.
We do, don't we?
Do you have any money? Yes? Well then. I'd quite like to have some money too. Really? I think you could help me. I don't know if... Yes, you can. All I want to know is if the battles are better now, then only use guns in every range and never auto-resolve. Because the battle sim doesn't follow the pen paper sets at all. We have quite a few different things going with the combat system, regardless of like there's different, like you do point defenses, you do shields, you can do armor, and a lot of it is like, you know, rock paper scissors kind of stuff as well. But most people tend to win through actually other means than just pure conquest, because there's a lot of ways to effectively leverage your empire's power. I quite like space battles. Like I'm not really personally, I don't know that much about them, but I quite enjoy them when I do them, even though I lose. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, I'd say. Yes, Vikings doing by diplomacy. I think Bane's won as well, doing conquering people.
Okay. Right, my shipyard is idle, and that's okay right now because I can't afford janksy bollocks. So how do I say that's alright, don't worry about it?
There's a little toggle icon in Manage a Shipyard where it doesn't notify you when this queue's empty. There's a little radial button when you manage screen for it.
I'm in the manage screen.
Do not notify when queue is empty. It's at the bottom there, just above decommission.
Oh yeah. Good stuff. Next turn. Apparently Viking wins via diplomacy.
It's just amazing. You're so mean to him. He's a good kid.
What do you mean you're at 0% happiness? Look at all the nice things you have, Galactic. Why aren't you happy either, you bunch of... Or you? Is it because of all the work camps?
Is it because of all the work camps?
I'm just asking.
Oh man. Oh man.
Right then. And we have another planet. This is the 16 slot one that we were looking at earlier. What do you think? I'll give the honour to you for this time, Schism.
To me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. This is actually really toughy. I might go with something because we've got a certain theme going on, so obviously this should be Deep Space 10.
Oh no!
No. All right.
Hang on, I've got this.
Oh, you got this.
Oh
You got
God,
this.
I did it wrong. Pressed enter accidentally. We can rename, right?
Yes, you can rename it. Just click on the you know the when you go off this course. Mining accidents.
So how do I rename this planet now?
You can go. I think you can do it for that screen though. Click on it. It's what we're just winning Galaxy. You don't go manage screen.
Oh, I've got it.
Is it given planet?
There you go, Deep Space 10.
There you go.
It's the French version.
Just the worst.
One thing that you can always count on me to do is to amuse myself.
You do amuse yourself.
Right, we've got a new citizen. What could we do with him? Could have another administrator, but of course we've already got one. We could have a worker and boost my civilization's social construction by 3%, or you can settle them in a colony to boost social production by 30%. You can have a slave master, only useful on planets, but can boost both ship and social construction by 25%, or we can have a scientist. I think I would like a slave master.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, what do you want? So you want me to give you money and my weapon systems and my planetology and open my borders for xeno experimentation and interstellar travel. Now, okay, that's pretty close to what I want, but I don't want to give you any cash. You're not interested in that deal? In that case, we won't be having a deal. Oh, hello. A Class 14 corrosive world. So what does a corrosive world, what kind of effect does that have?
It will impact your quality of the world there. So I believe it affects food and certain population stuff, like I think happiness, I think it does.
I see. Okay, it looks like we're still not having a great time when it comes to cash, so hopefully our population will grow.
I said more cash, not ash. Incoming
message from the Onyx Hive. What do you want with us, surface walkers? I wonder what you'll taste like.
Probably chicken.
A study of studies has identified the factions who have published the most research papers and gone the furthest in their pursuit of advanced technologies. The Taurians have come first, the Onyx second, Iridium Corporation third, and myself fourth. Not great. Okay, our government is insufficient for the needs of our growing civilization. New colonies complain that the government only serves the homeworld, and decisions across our worlds are becoming increasingly delayed by bureaucracy. Governments are only effective at managing certain number of worlds. After this colony limit is exceeded, we suffer a morale penalty for each colony beyond this limit. Unfortunately, we haven't yet discovered any governments that increase our colony limit. We should discover technologies that allow more advanced forms of government, either by research or by trading with other civilizations. We can also form commonwealths to decrease the amount of colonies we have to manage directly. Let's create a commonwealth.
Okay, cool. You want to make sure you name it properly, because the default name will be kind of not good. Colonies, commonwealths, they do actually allow to give etc. and money. You don't need to make commonwealth though. You can still just keep going as normal, but you will have a penalty for that.
I'd like to get rid of bloody Galactic, because they've made all my population miserable. It's their fault. Well, we'll cancel. Is it worth making a commonwealth at this point? Do you feel?
You know what? It's a new feature though, so we should probably show it off.
Okay, new commonwealth. We are creating the commonwealth as we speak.
It's a good idea to make a commonwealth, like especially if it's in an area where you expand that much, and the commonwealth can expand for you in that area. So it kind of like gives you kind of an independent colony that can then like take care of one area of space for you. So that's
Well, I suppose we could add Ankh-Morpork, and we could add occupied Bejor to it.
Yeah. So you have to assign. So you have a button there to assign a capital. Then you add the individual planets, of course. Yeah. And when you want to click on customize commonwealth and create a new name for it, and you can also like do things like setting. You can change its personality if you wish. By default, it'll just like mirror yours though.
They're going to be the fairly naughty men. And their short name's going to be called Naughty-ish Men.
Naughty-ish. The slightly less naughty men.
Yep. And we can change their portraits and everything as well here. I quite like the idea of this squirrel. So we're going to roll with it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. Oh, I love it. The leader's name will be Gul Damar II, because why not? Let's set their behaviour. I think we'll leave them as they are. Maybe we'll move growth up a little bit. And wealth up a smidge as well. Save the civilization. And we just go to done once we're done, right?
Yep. And then you have your new amazing commonwealth. It'll pop up. Now, if they don't have any military, there's a small chance one of the empires might be like, okay, we're going to kill these guys. But maybe...
This is indeed a glorious day. Together we shall crush our enemies. There we go.
It's like a chipmunk voice though. Come on now! I can't... No, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that.
No,
We're not doing that, everybody.
You go ahead, my friend. It's fine.
No, I'm not doing that. I will not embarrass myself for you.
Oh, what's this starbase?
Monkey.
What's this? A mini starbase here.
Oh, that's not a mini starbase. That's actually a full starbase. Just called it a star. Someone has built a starbase.
Is it these blue geezers?
Yeah, well, it's got the blue influence. See, every starbase also, like, even if it's not a cultural starbase, it'll still have its own influence. Although cultural starbases, of course, spread influence a lot faster, and then they can be upgraded so they can start to just like take over, enemy worlds, etc. Very effective.
Alright, let's take a look. We're still losing money. We're actually losing less than we were. Let's look at our research. Got a lot going on here. Oh, I don't know which one to go for. See, Xenocommerce sounds quite good, but perhaps artificial gravity because it's a quick research.
Possibly. It is. I mean, it is quick research, but.
So, what will the Commonwealth do for me? Do they provide me with like a kickback or anything?
Yes, they do give you resources. They do. Their influence goes to your influence as well. You can't, like, of course, manage them at all, though. So they do actually maintain their own kind of militia as well.
Okay,
I'm not sure. Wraith Walker's asking about giveaway. So there was a giveaway earlier. I've been asking basically if we can get the stream up to like 30 viewers. YouTube's at 20 right now. Twitch is at 10. 10 that counts as 30, maybe? I don't know, maybe.
They have a couple of dual viewers.
Yes. Basically, what will be given away is a key to Galactic Civilisations 3 Core Edition. That includes the base game, that includes the Crusade expansion, and it also includes the mega events. Yeah, and of course, also by its very nature, of course, it includes the 3.0 update, which we've made just recently to Galciv.
Interesting. Of course, that's Cardassia Secundus' shipyard. That's why I can't do anything with it. Hang on. What? Why are you in the Commonwealth? Why are you suddenly not mine? Go on then, Schism. You're going to have to tell me what's going on here.
Okay.
It appears my Commonwealth have decided that my shipyard at Cardassia Secundus is theirs now.
I'm not quite sure how that happened. You're just going to build a second one.
I'm most upset.
But it's not your enemy though. You're fine.
That's true. Let's build a Harmony crystal extractor there. There we go. Right then. Next. Oh. The stream shouldn't be broken, Sand. Hey, Crafty Dog, how you doing, my man? A museum is opening a display about your life. They'd like to know how you feel, what you feel your greatest accomplishment has been. I've done nothing. Together, we have done everything. My greatest achievement is yet to come. Or the graves of my enemies. We're going to go with my greatest achievement is yet to come, because that is the most girl thing that you could possibly hear. Oh, new friends. Oh, that's the Onyx fellas. Nobody's too bothered about me at the moment. So let's see. It seems I'm first in economic power and military power at the moment. Which is interesting. However, everything else I'm doing terribly on. Fascinating. We've got a trade offer here. Okay, so Iridium is looking to get defensive systems and militarization. They are willing to I presume it's a swap of open borders, is it, between us?
Yes,
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah.
So we'll actually go in.
And they're willing to give me 299 commerce, credits and Xenocommerce as well. I don't think that's a bad deal.
Not the worst.
I mean, I might take it because I could do with the credits, really. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's get the friendship up. Got a couple of defensive fleets around this world. Forced labour camp is nearly there. Oh, we're nearly in positive income, folks. Our trade with short name. I know. I know. I should have sorted that out. There's not a lot going on at Deep Space 6 at the moment. There we go. On to the next turn. Oh, got another trade offer. What do you want now? Ooh. Let's do a little bit of haggling. No, you're not getting your deal then.
You lose, good day, sir.
We've got some freighters from the Reds here. Moving around. The Greens here, Reds down here, Blues up here. I think the Greens are fairly extensive, actually. So that's probably something to consider. Definitely something to consider. People trading with naughty men. Do they become naughty Iridians? Yeah, I think so. I'm hoping so, anyway. That frigate could conquer the galaxy at this point. Is that true?
Maybe.
I've got a new research to do.
They have got quite a... I mean, the Iridians are pretty good, honestly. In general.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the other races that are in my way. We've got the Taurian regime. They're second militarily. And then we have the Onyx Hive. Now, the Onyx Hive, they're best in influence and best in social construction. Other than that, meh. So I am thinking, because they're down here, by the way. I'm thinking that maybe a quick and early assault against them might be the way forward. But I think, given the fact that it's now 1 AM, that might be one for the next episode. So yeah. I think in the next episode, we're probably going to go to war.
Oh. Got to show off combat then. To show off combat. Yep.
I don't think combat is too extensive or expansive in Galactic Civilisations. It's more about the map and the decisions you make and the diplomacy and all the... So combat's not really the main focus. The combat is an aside more than the main focus of this particular game.
It's a strategic game as opposed to being tactical.
That's the one. That is exactly the one. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed this this little first impressions. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I don't know how good I am at the game. In fact, I think I'm probably pretty bad. But leading the naughty men onwards has been enjoyable, and I do think that come the next episode, probably be sometime next week, we might put ourselves in a lovely position by absolutely smashing these Onyx geezers. But I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Schism, it's been really nice having you here. You've given me some pointers that I sorely needed.
Yeah, I try.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.